Hello, 8th class students. Today we start the new civics chapter 8, public facilities. Important part of this chapter we read in different chapters, but as a whole that we know about the in this chapter. What is meant by the public facilities? Means it's provide the equality and the facilities which provide by the government in a country for its people to lead a comfortable life and also lead the development. That's called the public facilities. In very recent, the Article 21 is also included with these facilities, which provide the sufficient and the clean amount of water for our daily needs of the people. It is also justify the socio-economic equality in the country and is also open the path related with the development. In against these facilities, the government collect the different kind of taxes. For example, house tax, road tax. They also call the value added tax. After the independence in our country, an institution was set up. The name was Planning Commission of India, which provide the public facilities. It is set up in 1950, but in 2015, it's take the name Niti Aayog. Every time the head of the Planning Commission or the Niti Aayog is the Prime Minister of the country. Planning Commission introduced the 5-year plans to review the economic development of the country. Means they select a motive and plan their activities for 5 years. So they call the 5-year plans. And 5-year plans presented by Mr. Nehru, and its objective increase the national income, develop agricultural industries, utilize human as well as natural resources such as water, energy, minerals efficiently, reduce unemployment, increasing employment opportunities. The first 5-year plans that introduced for the primary sector, that we also call the agriculture, second for the industrialization, and 12th to reduce poverty, and some are introduced for the girls education, for the marginalized groups. So in agriculture, which kind of planning done by the government? So very first in 1954, zamindari system was abolished and land taken from the zamindars in the time period of British time that you read in your history. And they also reduced the role of intermediaries. Redistribution of land is also covered, that we also call the Chakbandi program. Inequalities in ownership used to land were reduced. Equally redistribution for the landless. Fragmented land holdings were consolidated. The better supervision of land, fragmented, distributed land in different parts, so they given according to the productivity the same piece of land. Different kind of subsidies means a lump sum amount paid by the government for different facilities, for the seeds, for the fertilizers, for the pesticides. So the Green Revolution introduced in India in 1960, which motive to increase the production and also modernize the agriculture. That time our Prime Minister gave the slogan related with this, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. And the father of Green Revolution was M.S. Swaminathan. In this, they use the high yielding variety. High yielding variety, this is also called the miracle seeds. As well as the modernization of agriculture, means the use of tractor, thresher machine. Thresher machine is a big machine that do the every kind of work in the field. Machinery training and testing institution is also set up in different parts of the country, in Bundi in Madhya Pradesh, and Hisar in Haryana, and Gadadi in the district of Anantapur, and the Biswanath Chareli in Assam. So these are their works. Test the agriculture machines and introduce the large scale of operations of the maintenance, repair of agricultural machinery and welfare of the farmers. High yielding variety means the miracle seeds, the quality of the seeds improve. These seeds are the per capita yielding is low, but the production is very high. Fertilizers used to increase the productivity, and the different kind of pests then have to be include with the agriculture. So they against this the pesticides. Irrigation facilities also introduced. Irrigation means the water facilities to tackle the different problems. Build the network of canals and the multi-purpose river valley projects, and that divide the whole country into the different categories: the minor irrigation, medium irrigation, and the major irrigation according to the rainfall. Where the rainfall is very less, so they have to be the major irrigation. Where the high, so then have to be the minor irrigation. Agriculture Research Institute is also set up. ICR then have to be called the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, which provide the different kind of development programs and information for the farmers through the media also. As well as they also provide the cheap loans, and also the benefited for the farmers if any kind of natural calamity, their crops destroyed. So they also take the benefit of insurance. In second 5-year plans, the industrial growth introduced, and some important centers that developed, the Bhilai, Ranchi become the important industrial centers in India. The right to control over the coal, petroleum, aviation industries was under the public sector. 1948 and 56, the ownership according to ownership, according to the resource collection that we read in different chapters. Cottage industry, small scale industries, the khadi and village industry, their condition become improved in this section of the part that is spoiled by the Britishers in India. So the National Small Industries Corporation was also set up. Their provisions are industrial training programs in rural areas and continuous supply for the electricity by the state government. Industrial estate have been set up at suitable sites to assess the basic facilities which need for the industrialization. So according to this, we read about the two sections of this, the industrialization programs and the agriculture programs. Thank you, students.